The devil are we? I'm Matt, and we've got some more internet historian. The Varus Strikes Buck. I think it's meant to be a pun on Star Wars. The Virus Strikes Back. Either way, this is all about pandemic, COVID-19, a time that we will never forget. Unfortunately, let's have a look. Not quite there yet. Elon's working on it.
Thank you, all of my children. We're here today to test the launch of my new cyber rocket. With this, I pledge to you that we will have a man on the Earth by the year 2030. But before we embark on this journey, we must talk about some of the mistakes
I love the flag with the Tesla signs where the stars should be.
of the past, so that we are not doomed to repeat them. Anyway, it was a sunny day in downtown Wuhan, and people were coughing into each other's mouths, as is customary.
I mean, has that ever really 100% been confirmed that it came from Wuhan? I'm pretty sure it probably has. But it's a question mark whether it came from the Wuhan laboratory that was probably working on, superbugs and weapons of biological craziness, or whether it was a bat, I don't know, a pig or something, or a dog ate a bat, or a cow ate a bat, or pig eating a bat, something. Either way, I mean, have you ever seen the wet markets in China? Grim. And what they do to some animals, even grimmer.
You're going viral, douchebag. I'm a big f***ing man, and I'm gonna pull out my dick.
February 2020, the virus is everywhere. But some were sneaking out, others not taking it seriously at all.
Cough directly in your face!
People actually got arrested for that, and rightly so. If anyone purposely coughs in your face, regardless of it being a pandemic, you deserve jail time. And to be fair, you probably deserve a punch in the face. But I think someone got arrested because they were directly coughing on people. Or I think somebody in the UK had coughed at a police officer and they got arrested for assault. Rightly so.
Were outside, going about their normal lives.
Get drunk before everything closes.
It was time for drastic action. So, the mayors and governors from around the world gathered together with a solution to the problem of sneaking out while grounded. Snitching hotlines.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, there was. I don't know if that was the US, but there were definitely some in the UK where you were encouraged to basically rat on your neighbours if they were going out in public or if people were coming around to the house. We had this weird rule of no more than 6 people in a group. Fucking hell, I look back now and think, how did we ever do that for 2 years? I don't think it would happen now. I think the only way that it would happen now where people would follow those rules is if the mortality rate of the virus was significantly high or even higher, like a 10-20% mortality rate. Whereas if it's just a bad flu, no, I don't think people will follow the rules because they've seen governments basically having parties and shit and just ignoring it.
Snitches get rewards.
Simply take a picture of someone and text it to the official snitch line to put those rule breakers in their place.
What's up, boys? Over here at Wendy's.
What a scoop!
Instant
Who would have thought that Asmongold would have brought the rules? I don't think he did.
justice.
Some people need to get the message. Send a photo and we will make sure that enforcement comes right away.
But naturally, many New Yorkers did not take very kindly to this idea. So, they decided to text the hotline as well. Text after text came rolling in. What a success! Let's open the first one. Surprise! Turns out people weren't just sending in tips. They were sending the whole shaft. Oh, gee.
Yeah, why not? Why not? It's like, what kind of police state are you trying to run here? You know what I mean? There's something that was no worse than the bloody flu.
Jesus, next one. Next. 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 Just close it. I can't, it's just going faster. Text after text was the same. Pictures of people giving the finger, dick pics, edgy Blasio memes. This isn't helping at all. Sir, our servers can't handle this amount of erotica all at once. Well, save some of the more tasteful nudes on this thumb drive and shut it down.
I must admit though, can you imagine working there and receiving all that? You would have been having a fucking laugh and a half receiving some of that stuff. Must have been a riot.
And so it crashed. But the snitches forgot
Whilst working from home and not interacting with anybody.
the first rule of snitching. Snitches get unmasked by state sunshine laws. In Missouri, they have them. 2 weeks after their own snitching program went live, turned out it was all subject to public record by anyone who requested it. So not only is all of this information not anonymous or private, it's published indefinitely on a government website with zero redaction.
Pause that at the right time. Oh dear, indeed. Can you imagine your name's getting published and branded around the internet for all to see? Oh, look at this person snitching for a little reward.
Oh dear. Of course, I'm not going to put any of those details here. But if you live in Missouri and you're a bit curious,
Links as always are in the description down below.
in Washington and Louisiana, people were unmasked too. In Frisco, Texas, they made an app for snitching as well. But there was backlash and it was terminated. In LA, the mayor's infamous
Snitches get rewards.
statement was walked back. In Victoria, a couple was fined $1,500 each for going on a drive to Lake's entrance and posting photos on social media.
You there, sir? I certainly hope you've got a license.
Warned that if they do it again, they would be arrested. Except the photos were from a year ago.
I mean, it was a ridiculous time. It really was ridiculous. There were some countries that just carried on as usual. And their economy were fine. And there was economy, like countries like Great Britain, or the UK, or England, as I am in, that basically said, let's just put everyone in lockdown, do the furlough scheme where you can apply to the government to pay your staff 80% of their salaries and send them home, basically. So you don't work and you only got 80% of your salary. But then those companies that couldn't survive, those were the first people to be let go. Absolutely killed the UK economy. And there would have been places around the world that had the same. Oh, God. I've not seen too many films about COVID. Is it too soon?
We're not going to get everything right all the time, and we will make mistakes.
But worst of all was the UK.
9 coppers for one lad.
Well, you relax.
Ridiculous.
194,000 calls in a single month had been made regarding people leaving their homes without a license, and tens of thousands of fines had been issued.
The British frown down on telltales. There's even an old nursery rhyme.
Telltale tit, your tongue shall be slit.
You make any more noise, and I'm calling the police.
I love that. That clip of that woman with some builders just doing some work. And it was like 9 o'clock in the morning or something. And she's like, what are you doing? They're making a lot of noise. I'm like, well, we're working. What do you want us to frigging do?
Show me what you've got. Yeah!
And yet, while normal everyday activities were being criminalized, regular crimes were being made de facto legal.
Good job.
Police do nothing around here.
And in major cities, it seemed as though everyone was going for the high score. People aren't afraid to go out on the street at night. What can we do to increase crime? I have an idea. In New York and LA, they experimented with reducing bail to 0, and it went exactly as you'd expect.
What? Who came up with that?
But it wasn't enough. So they said any burglaries up to $1,000 worth of goods would no longer result in the police showing up to the scene.
Jesus Christ. I mean, oh.
So you're telling me that I can steal up to $1,000 worth of goods, and the police won't even try to make an arrest? Well, maybe one day, if somehow they're identified. But you want everyone to wear a mask, too? Yes. So people walked up to the buffet and had their fill.
If you could walk into a store, grab what you want, and just go, what would shopping look like?
Oh my God! Call the police!
Well,
police don't give a shit. They honestly don't. I think they get told just basically report it. If you've got CCTV, we might come down, but if it's any less than a certain amount, there's a crime reference number for any insurance, but that's about it. So the shoplifting in the UK has become absolutely fucking rife because companies will no longer hire security because it's, just cheaper not to, and expect the general staff to police their areas. And the police just won't bother showing up in most cases, so people are just going out there and helping themselves. Kids are roaming wild, like teenagers, just going in causing havoc. Bunch of twats, a lot of them.
Welcome to Amazon Go.
General public needs to start policing itself.
We call it
If I saw that, there's no way he's walking out with that bag. Absolutely no. I mean, I'm not saying I would physically harm him, but I'm saying, look, you're not walking out with that bag. You can walk out, or you can stay here with the bag, but you're not walking out with them goods. Not when I've got to go to work 9 to 5 to pay taxes and everything else for you to just help yourself to this shit and just walk out. Absolutely not.
Just walk out technology.
And then you got people just standing there watching.
Overdose. Piece of shit.
Take whatever you like.
Sometimes
But the staff can't. The staff are not allowed to physically confront them because they'll get fired.
when I call 911, nobody answers.
No lines, no checkout. No, seriously.
Shoplifters don't seem to care who's watching.
Once you've got everything you want, you can just go.
Filling bags and backpacks in the middle of the day.
You can keep going. Amazon Go.
Be back tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah? Tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning.
The Amazon Go thing, is that even live now? I don't think it is in the UK, and let someone correct me if I'm wrong, but in the US, is that live? Have you got Amazon Go shops now where you go in and you can it automatically registers who you are and then it automatically bills you as you're walking out with the goods? What's the worst that could happen there?
Not enough crime. Release the felons. So it was ordered. Anyone who had non-violent misdemeanors, serving sentences of less than a year, or scheduled to be free in 30 days or fewer, was released. And the results? Predictable. One man only lasted 37 minutes before being arrested again. Another man was arrested 3 times in one day. First for attempting to break into a vehicle, next for stealing items out of someone's front yard, and then again for stealing a vehicle. And each time he was arrested, he just moonwalked out of there.
For his 7th...
The deterrent needs to be sufficient. Otherwise, people will just carry on doing the same shit over and over again.
7th time he got arrested for stealing a vehicle. So apparently he's not very good at it.
Crime rates went right through the ceiling. Famous criminal time. Tekashi 6ix9ine was released early from his 18-month sentence and instantly broke Instagram and YouTube records with his live stream and music video. Other high-profile names asking for early release include R. Kelly,
It's such a shame. I'm fighting for my life. Such a shame.
Bill Cosby,
apparently he made some strong drinks. According to Soulja Boy, that is.
Martin Shkreli, and our good friend Billy McFarland. Breakout time! Then some prisoners came together with an idea.
What's your plan?
Well, if we have an outbreak at our prison, then maybe they just have to let some of us go. Worth a shot. So prisoners at the North County Correctional Facility tried passing around water containers and shared a mask to get it. It worked, somewhat, as 30 prisoners soon tested positive for the virus. But then administrators cottoned on to what they were doing, and none of them were released.
Yeah, because even if they got the virus, it doesn't mean that they got ill. And like I said, unless you had underlying health conditions, it was just it was a bad cold. And when I say all this, I don't make light of this subject because I lost a family member due to COVID. But they had a really, really bad underlying health condition. But in the UK, they were basically, when you know the stats that they were releasing on a daily basis with the news to say, here's the number of deaths related to COVID. But then when you actually look into it, anybody who died within 28 days of a positive test of COVID, regardless of the cause of death, was down as a COVID death. So someone could test positive and next week get hit by a buzz, die, and they would have been registered as a COVID death.
Speaking of people who should be in prison,
Obviously not some people on there, of course not. Who've you got? Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt, Kevin Spacey, the first female action hero, Ellen DeGeneres, Ellen DeGenerate.
celebrities. We have forgotten about the important people. Guys, we're bored too. They crave the attention. They need it. Without it, they will surely shrivel and perish.
Oh, is this when bloody Gal Gadot and co came out with the Imagine All the People song?
But when everything gets shut down and they're trapped in their homes and can't get on TV, they begin to go a little stir.
Is she from Deck the Halls with Danny DeVito?
Okay guys, now I know we're all feeling the struggle right now. Without television and press following you around, you need to make yourselves trend. We need you now more than ever.
Yeah, I mean, it was terrible for all these celebrities in their massive mansions with their pools. You know, like, just, oh no, we've got to stay at home. It's so terrible. We're really struggling.
Jimmy, female Jimmy, you're the funny guys. You must continue working from home. Your biggest competitor now is a Swedish boy that reacts to funny videos on his kitchen floor.
Sounds doable. It was toilet paper. It was a huge box of, I was like a kid on the toilet on Christmas morning. 60 double rolls of heaven.
You get to play that fun game, protect you from the coronavirus or a botched nose job. Or both.
See what happens with the laughter track. Or without the studio with a big sign saying, laugh. Laugh now. Do it now. Laugh, come on.
One in here is gay.
Hello, everybody out there.
No, shut it down. How about an uplifting song to boost morale? This could be our generation's We Are the World.
Yeah, I can give it a go. I love uplifting music.
Thank you, Gal.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you
Imagine there's no heaven. This is not the time when everyone's Grammy's dying, you fucking idiot.
You feel like they feel like they did something significant there.
She's so happy. Gal Gadot, whatever fuck her name is, Wonder Woman.
I lost my job at the meatpacking plant, but Gal Gadot sang Imagine.
And it's a
today.
terrible version. You guys suck at singing.
Yeah, thank you.
Not see family members for for about a year. But yeah, it's all right because Gal Gadot and co said, "Imagine All the People." Chris O'Dowd says he participated in Gal Gadot's ridiculed Imagine video because he assumed it was for charity. I could imagine that from Chris O'Dowd. I think he did come out with an interview and said it was tone deaf. Absolutely, it was fucking tone deaf.
Oh boy, Madonna. How about an inspirational speech to lift those faces? I mean, spirits.
That's the thing about COVID-19. It doesn't care about how rich you are. It's the great equalizer. And what's terrible about it is what's great about it. What's terrible about it is it's made us all equal in many ways.
Fucking hell, that's weird, uncanny valley type shit, that.
And what's wonderful about it is that it's made us all equal in many ways.
Jesus
That was weird.
Christ. Maybe just stick to singing.
Cause there's no more pasta, oh no. So we're gonna eat some fried fish.
Okay, not bad. Let's try somebody else. Keep it positive, you know.
Cause the last shit comes from motherfucking China.
Thank you, Cardi. You really are the voice of
Cardi B.
reason.
Government, let me tell y'all motherfuckers something. Guess what, bitch? Coronavirus. This guy.
Fuck me.
Well, that was Vanessa. Maybe you can speak to your fans. You seem to have a lot of free time at the moment.
Like, yeah, people are gonna die. It's just terrible, but like, inevitable?
Oh god. Oh.
Fucking idiots. There was absolutely some idiots. That's what happens when you get free time and your agents aren't there for shut you up, or PR representatives aren't there, or your media companies, or your, you know, your personal assistants are not there, and you've just got unfiltered access to the internet. That's probably a good thing, actually, because I think it highlighted a lot of what people are like.
Jeez, we're losing them. You guys in your massive houses and complaining isn't relatable at all. We need to meet them on their level.
I've got this.
Cried for a second. And I was gonna do it by myself, and then I thought, you know what? It's important for everybody.
Not important, you narcissistic twat.
But before I continue, ad time. The name's Ray Con, but you can call me Ray Con, man. Dad, look, I got you a present. Thanks, son. Let's go throw the old football around in celebration of my new present. Wired headphones.
Ah, nothing better than a nice pair of wired headphones that get tangled about, or you rip one out, or it's in your ear and you accidentally, someone tugs it and it nearly rips your eardrum out. I loved wired headphones. Magic.
With wires.
Why, son? Why? You're responsible.
No. Never again. Gotcha! Wired headphones, you dangerous bitch.
Wait, what?
Huh? I can't hear you. I have my everyday E25 Raycon earbuds in. I'll save you. What? There's another one. Don't worry, I'll save you too. Now you two kiss. 6 hours of playtime, half the price of other premium brands. Raycon good, wires bad. Will you seamlessly connect your Bluetooth with me?
Can I get a closer look? Wow, I love the range of colors they come in. Of course I will. Let me just put them in right now. Wow, they fit so snug.
Wow.
I've never heard of Raycon, so are they still going strong?
I think I'll put mine in as well. Just don't insert them into other holes. Hey Doc, it's happened again.
The only problem I've got with like earbuds, and I love them by the way, because I always wear just one, so I can hear what's going on. The amount of times I've lost the frigging thing. Managed to find it in the end. Touch wood. Constantly happen, but you can lose them easy. And I've left them in my pants and they've been washed before.
Raycon good, wires bad.
No, wait.
Cleaning is as easy as 1.
But that explosion was really pleasant on my ears.
2, 3. What's wrong? Don't want to live in cyberpunk and have your brain all f***ed up by 5G?
Ethan? You seen it? Raycon good, wires bad.
Go to buyraycon.com/internet store to save 15% off your first order of the everyday even 25 earbuds from Raycon. Ad over.
Onions. Humble yellow onions. Onion.
6-pound onion. Gripping the onion like a tennis ball.
It's time for an
Onion. That video that was going around for a while with the guy just saying, onion.
uplifting story. Prem Murthy Pandey, 56, works at Mumbai airport. Everything was going into lockdown and he wanted to be with his family. But they were in Allahabad and he was stuck in Andheri East. Just fly. No flights. Just drive. Not so simple. Roads are closed to all non-essential travel. What to do? So he hatched a plan. I'll become an essential traveler. He started with a test case. He hired a truck and drove 200 kilometers to Pimpelgian. Bought 1,300 kilograms.
I mean, is that Ben Kingsley? I'm sure that's Ben Kingsley.
Of watermelon.
So good.
Come to terms with the already large quantity of melons we already have.
And sent the truck back to Mumbai, where he had a cellar. Success. Wasn't stopped, even sold the goods at a profit. We're an essential traveler now, boys. Time to do it again, but this time all the way home. So he hired another truck, got an onion permit, and this time bought 25,520 kilograms of onions. And the article says he disguised himself as an onion seller. I don't know what that looks like, so
yeah, I know. What does an onion seller look like?
He then hauled ass 1,200 kilometers over 3 grueling days and nights through 3 states to get home. He makes it. Now to sell the goods and see my family. He stopped at the wholesale market just on the outskirts of town and tried to find a buyer for the onions. Except, nobody wanted them. Onions? Anyone? Onions? Because of the lockdown, there was a huge glut in the market.
Boy, that's a big onion. Look at that.
Woo! Onions. Everybody loves onions. Onions? Onions? No! Daddy's coming home, and he's smelling of onions. By the late afternoon, he just gave up and drove the truck to his house to be with his family. However, the next day, knock knock. It's the police. Oh no, you're not here to buy some onions, are you? And they were not. So he spent the next 2 weeks in the quarantine center, and he's still looking for a buyer for the onions.
How long does the onion last? Quite a while, I should imagine.
Mr. Clean gets rid of dirt and grime and grease in just a minute.
Mr. Clean will clean your whole house and everything that's in it.
Hand sanitizer was impossible to get during the pandemic. And I think it was selling on eBay for like 10, 20 quid a bottle. Or even like a small bottle.
I need some hand sanitizer.
Mark Wahlberg in The Happening. The M. Night Shyamalan. That was a terrible film.
When the outbreak first happened, there was one clear piece of advice from the WHO. Wash your hands.
We the cleanest.
Both soap and hand sanitizer would work, but we had plenty of soap. So naturally, we panicked about the hand sanitizer. Good thinking.
That's gold. That's gold.
And panic soon turned to profit. People had seen the rush on toilet paper and they knew to get in quick. And 2 of the fastest shoppers in the West were entrepreneurial brothers Matt and Noah. They hopped in their truck and drove from town to town, state to state, buying up every bottle they could get their immaculately disinfected hands on. Hundreds. Grabber, grabber, grabber. By the end, thousands. 17,000 bottles in all. The plan? Sell them on eBay and Amazon at a huge markup. It was the perfect crime. Well, until the inevitable happened. Everyone got super mad. The New York Times, low on hand sanitizer themselves, decided to investigate the brothers, and they wrote an article. The
thing is, I don't know why people were so insistent on the hand sanitizer, but you could have just bought a cheap bottle of vodka and it would have been the same.
Sterilized masses made complaints.
I don't like this
Or whiskey.
one bit. Please send the cops immediately.
And then someone went to Jeff and told. Jeff made their online accounts go to sleep. eBay followed suit. Now there was nowhere to sell their goods. Then the law got involved, and the DA said, price gouging illegal. Me angry. So the authorities called up Matt and Noah. Hey guys. Hey, good to hear from you. You too. Afraid it's not entirely a social call though. Oh no? Yes, price gouging illegal. So what you want, prison or philanthropy? We're sending over a squad car now. I have decided to
philanthropy.
Give back to the community. So the police pull up, the media too, and Matt and Noah announce that they will be giving it all away for free. They did an interview for television and wore this amazing shirt.
The pricing on Amazon was definitely higher than retail.
Would you say you're sorry?
No, I don't think that I would.
Note. A similar thing happened in Adelaide.
Serves some people right, doesn't it? Because it's like the people who go out and buy tickets and then sell them back to people for an exorbitant price. I can't stand it.
Australia, when a man bought up hundreds of packs of toilet paper and hand sanitizer. Then he realized he couldn't sell it, and tried to return it all back to Drake's supermarket. Drake himself told the guy to please leave.
I told him that.
He has a YouTube channel, by the way, but this did little to abate the shortage of supply and overall price gouging. But don't be too mad at these guys. They're small timers, microscopic, compared to China. Stop! Oh, sorry. What I mean is, compared to the brave heroes at the CCP.
The CCP. KGB, CIA. Always a three-letter acronym.
There's an outbreak. Xi Jinping, you're our only hope. So a call was sent out to companies all around the world, especially in the West. We want you to send staff out to every retail store you can to buy up personal protective equipment, especially masks. And ship it all back to China. Thank you, Xi Jinping. All in a day's work. The scale here, by the way, is just ridiculous.
Millions of face masks.
3 million masks. 2.4 billion pieces of protective equipment.
Thermometers. 700,000 hazmat
all
suits.
flown out on a private jet.
We just wanted to ask you guys what all these products are and where they're going.
If you went out to buy a mask in January or February...
Yep. Yep. And the governments, what did they do? They ended up just buying them back at an exorbitant rate. Stop saying that word. A really, really inflated rate. Wankers who didn't know how to run a government.
And notice that there were none left. It wasn't just because there was a big rush on them. It was because there was a big export. And then when other countries had a shortage, the CCP swooped in to sell locally manufactured masks back to Europe and the United States at an escalated price. Only then later for them to be found defective and needing to be recalled. Got them again. Anyway, back to the hand sanitizer specifically. There was a shortage. So New York Governor Andrew Cuomo stepped in with a solution. It's up to me now. He unveiled his new line of hand sanitizer.
Open the curtain, please.
NYS Clean. A 75% alcohol strength concoction made by the humble citizens of Great Meadows Correctional Facility.
I told you, yeah, vodka, whiskey, whatever, alcohol. Rubbing alcohol. It's the same shit, so why not?
Floral bouquet. Little I detected lilac, hydrangea, tulips. What does it smell like to you?
Hydrangea.
Tulip.
They were capable
money.
Of producing 100,000 gallons every.
That's what he's smelling. He's smelling money.
Cheaper than any other product on the market, mainly because the price of labor was pretty much zero. Other pharmaceutical items that disappeared.
I mean, absolutely. I think you do the crime, you do the time, and Should be free labour.
Fast were vitamins, cough medicine, and, critically, inhalers.
How many ohms you vaping there?
It was tough for the asthmatics, already picked on for their feeble bodies. Their weak lungs, embarrassing. Everybody laughs at the asthmatics, even if we, pretend and say nice things to their face. The next big one would be gloves. Once they were recommended, there was a run on them too. And once those were out, there was a run on, surprisingly, condoms. The thinking man's glove. If you need to press a button on the elevator or push a trolley around the grocery store, no problem. Just use your cock.
I mean, Jesus wept.
Last story.
More fun than a barrel of monkeys, you've heard people say. You can own a barrel of monkeys.
In a medical center in Delhi, there's a gang of monkeys scheming. Son of a bitch. I'm in. True story, right? Some red-faced rhesus macaques, tired of their situation, go rogue. They bust out of their cage and attack a researcher, snatching COVID blood samples as they make their way to the exit. Give me that! No, Mojo, no! Put that down, bad monkey. They make a break for it, evading staff and guards, and leap out the window to freedom.
Pray for
Mojo.
One was later seen in a tree, chewing on one of the samples.
Ooh. Jesus Christ. The said truth is better than fiction.
Yummy. In a further act of defiance, another was seen chewing on a surgical glove. Apparently it's become a big problem in Delhi. Monkeys everywhere. They snatch people's stuff and even break into homes. It seems that nature...
Sorry, but if it's me or a monkey, monkey's losing.
...isn't just returning peacefully. It's come back.
Except in a situation where you come up against my friend, then I don't think I'm winning.
With a vengeance. And if we intend to survive, we're gonna have to learn to fight back. So anyway, with this knowledge, we will conquer Earth and rule over it once again. Oh no. It's here. And that's about it. Probably no part 3 unless something ridiculous happens, like an autonomous zone in Portland or the government shutting off utilities. Plugging the second channel again, you bet. We've got a feature-length Sundance review coming out in a bit over a month. This one's going to be over an hour long, so grab some popcorn, maybe a little viewing party, watch your favorite streamer. This one will be more fun as a group. But before that, next week, there's a new In the Field. Thanks for watching. Stay good.
Another classic internet historian, never misses. Yeah, I love harping back to the idiotic times that was COVID-19 and all the things. Was there good stories coming back? All the things that were negative, yeah, fair enough. But were the good stories out of COVID? There were tales of bravery. There were tales of people looking after one another. There were tales of community. The big thing in the UK was, I can't remember, it was every Friday at 8 PM or something, where people would step out on the front gardens and step outside the homes and clap for the NHS. I think they carried on for a while. It was like it was clapping the NHS because they were doing such a great job working long hours in really shit conditions. And it was just a way of saying thank you to the National Health Service. A free National Health Service that, unfortunately, it's flailing these days, and it may not remain free forever. But yeah, I think clapping our frontline staff, not just the paramedics and the doctors, but people in supermarkets who had to go and work and fill shelves and front up to the general public, and there was rafts of other professions that were classed as frontline workers. So even 2025, I salute you. Anyway, I will see you on the next one. You take care. Do me a favour, hit that subscribe button. Trying to grow the channel. It would help. See you later.